Guys, Mark Goldberg here from Mark Vlogs Watches with a quick word for your friend and mine, Archie Luxury, Paul Pluta, AC3, Archibald Chesterfield III. You know, he invented the quick wristwatch check, and the rest of us on YouTube, well, we just stole it. Help keep Archie full-time on YouTube by liking this video, watching this video, tell your fuckhead friends, and make sure to subscribe to his Patreon. And now, Archie Luxury.
Hi guys, Archie Luxury on the Paul Pluta channel. Today I'm doing paid review. This is paid review N9N4, 9N4. And this is for Ben, 9N4, quick wristwatch check. What am I wearing? I'm wearing my Jaeger LeCoultre Reverso Grand Date. I love this watch. Okay, let's have a jump into this review here. This is for Ben. Hi Arch, big fan. Hoping you're doing well. I've PayPal'd you. PayPal'd me some Great British Pound Sterling. Wish the exchange rate was better for you. Blame Brexit. I'd appreciate if you could get a quick response out before December as I have to place an order by then. I currently have the dilemma of trying to decide between the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Jumbo 15202 in steel, or the Rolex Daytona 116519 LN in white gold on the Oyster Flex strap. Due to a recent handful of Rolex purchases by family members, including a Polar Explorer 2, he goes on from an AD. I've gotten a nod from the dealer that they'll take a deposit and will be able to order one for me. I gotta be honest with you, no big fucking deal. I mean, it's not a steel Daytona, it's just a fucking white gold Daytona. So I don't mean to bust your pimple popper, but so fucking what? So fucking what? That's unfortunately the way it is there. I don't think this is really really that great. No, if it was a steel Daytona, I'd say sure, let's get this fucker done here. Okie dokie, let's have a look. I still have to look at the availability for the Royal Oak. I'm currently happy to wait for a year for either watch to arrive. I know the AP is a member of the Holy Trinity and considered a much more prestigious brand. The watch comes with a display case back and a movement finish to a higher standard than Rolex. But I see more value in the Rolex since it is precious metal and has a chronograph complication. Also, at this point, I'm not even sure I'll be able to get the Royal Oak Jumbo. Alternatives to it are the Royal Oak Chrono or the Vacheron Constantin Overseas Chrono, both of which I've seen readily available at stores. I'm going to have to make my decision by December, as that is when I'm looking to put a deposit down, as the watch will be a wedding day present to me for the future wifey. The only other two watches I own right now are an Omega Speedmaster Professional Moonwatch and the Rolex Explorer 2. Actually, that's not true. I also own a Longines Conquest Automatic. Let's just say I wish I could have found your channel sooner for that one. All the best, Ben. Okay, Ben, let's wake up. Wake the fuck up. It looks like you're punching way above your weight. Okay, let's be completely honest here, Ben. I kind of think here you've got, what do you got here? You've got a Rolex Explorer 2 and you've got a Speedy. Now you're punching way above your weight. Okay, to answer this question here, I think, Ben, if this was a steel Daytona that the store could get for you, yes. But if it's a white gold, big fucking deal. They're a bunch of cunts, Ben. No point licking the asshole of the ADs. You should be licking the asshole of that family you're marrying into, because you're punching way above your social standing. Okay, Ben, let's talk about this and let's see what we can advise. What do I think is better? Okay, let's answer your question. Do I think the Royal Oak Jumbo 15202 steel is better than the white gold Oyster Flex? So this is the white gold head on a rubber strap. Okay, personally, Ben, you would have to have rocks in your head to bypass a Jumbo Royal Oak. The 15202, definitely pull the trigger, big boy, pull the trigger. You're marrying into money. You are marrying into money. Yes, you are, Ben. I would get the 15202. The number one preference would be the 15202. Get it with the bluey grey dial. That's the famous Royal Oak color. If you can do that, Ben, that is probably one of the greatest watches you could possibly hope to own. Now, with that said, let's be a bit more realistic and say 15202, that's hard to get. I would also be happy in a Royal Oak, Audemars Piguet Royal Oak, the 15500. That's the new Royal Oak. I'd also be happy with a 15400, and I'd really like the 15300. 15300 sells at a premium because it's 39mm, just like the 15202. The 15400 is a great watch, 41 mils, and the 15500 is also a superb watch. I would be happy with any of those, with any dial color. My preference of dial colors would be the bluey gray, which is what the Royal Oak is famous for. Number 2 preference would be black. Number 3 preference, the least desirable, would be the white. But all of them are actually quite cool. So that is my decision. That is my ruling on this matter. As for the Daytona, I don't particularly like the Oyster Flex there. If they had said to you, we can get you a steel one, yes. But they're not. They're getting you a fucking white gold one. Big fucking deal. I would seriously, I gotta be honest with you. I think for you, steel Daytona would be good. The other thing I would also suggest would be maybe be a two-tone bluesy. Now, let's be honest here, Ben. Most of the time here, it's if the family's not really this rich, you might be better off to down the order a bit. I got to be honest with you. I got to be honest with you. I think realistically, I think what I would say to you is that, look, in Rolexes, I think maybe the family's bullshitted a bit. Maybe they're not that affluent. I would gladly, if I were you, seriously, let's man up and be sensible about this. Why don't you go back and say, you know what, those are very expensive. Why don't we go for a Milgauss? Beautiful watch. You've already got an Explorer 2 Polar. Why not just go for a 39mm? That'd be the classy thing to do, because I don't think the family could be full of shit. So just be careful how much money they really do have there. I got to be completely frank with you. I got a feeling you think it's going to be easy married to these rich people. See, the truth is, yes, they have money, but they expect you to be a good daddy and provide for the daughter. So whilst they may give you fancy baubles, I would be a little bit careful. Nothing is as easy as that. This girl you're marrying, what are her expectations? How would she handle if you took 12 months off to stay at home and write the novel or play guitar and smoke French cigarettes? How would she handle that? Because I've got a feeling with these very, very rich people, they kind of don't handle that shit all that well. Okay, to move on to your other suggestions there, you're also talking about the Royal Oak chronograph. Great watch, but no, stay away from the Royal Oak complications. You either get the standard Royal Oak or you get nothing. The Vacher and Constantine overseas chrono, fuck me dead. My good friend Dave had one in my country. They're 44,000 retail. Second-hand wise, Dave paid $14,000. $14,000 for one. Why was it so? The depreciation is massive. You do not buy Vacheron new. Believe you me, you do not buy the overseas chronograph new. That is a big mistake. What's the other thing you're looking at? Look, well, that's it. Personally, if I were you, I'd go back to the girlfriend and say, look, this is a very nice offer. Why don't we go smaller? The family will respect you a lot more. Instead of saying, I want this, I want that, why don't you go back and say, you know, that's a very kind gesture for you to buy me a Royal Oak Jumbo or a Daytona in white gold, but why don't we just get me a simple Milgauss? I'd love a Milgauss. Get a Milgauss. That's a really cool watch. You know, just say, look, they don't need to spend that much. Just get me a Milgauss. I reckon that would really impress them a lot more. Because, you know, some of these rich people, they pretend to be a lot richer than they are. And I wouldn't want to be the nasty son-in-law who puts really high demands on this family. Because, let's be honest, Benny, you're shooting way above your weight. Let's be honest there. In the horological stakes, you've got a Speedmaster, what's that? $3,500 US, and an Explorer 2, what's that? $7,000 US, and you're punching in a different stratosphere, Benny. Benny, come on, man. I don't want to fucking be rude to you. You've paid me big. Well, you've actually been a bit cheap, actually. My rate is $50 US a review. But Benny, I want to tell you the truth there. Benny, I want to be truthful with you. I think you're being a bit of a cunt. You're punching way above your weight, and I would go for a cheaper watch. I'd say a Milgauss would be perfect. An Explorer 1 would be beautiful. Maybe a steel Datejust. Don't be the cunt who demands a Royal Oak or a fucking gold Daytona. Don't be that sort of cunt, okay? Don't want to be that sort of cunt. You want to be someone who's humble and nice. These rich people will forgive you when you don't earn the bucks, when you're not earning the bucks looking after Princess. That's right, your wife. So I'd possibly not go for the Royal Oak or the white gold Daytona. I would be humbling up and saying, hey, I don't think you should. I think that would be much nicer. And have a cheaper wedding. Don't go too crazy. Get married in a registry office. Just have a small little Indian takeaway go-fu for your reception. Diamonds are forever. Most marriages aren't. Remember that. So, Benny, wake up. This is the real world, not fantasy land. I'd just say to them, get me in a Milgauss. Humble Milgauss or an Explorer 139mm. I'm Paul Pluta. This is advice for Benny. Tell me what you think. Like, subscribe, tell your fuckhead friends. And remember, guys, man cannot survive on Google Ads alone. If you haven't done a paid review already, please PayPal me $50 US. I'll review your collection. I'll answer your horological qualms. I'll tell you what I think. And, guys, I will do it as soon as I can. I'm Paul Pluta. Tell me what you lousy fuckers think of that!
Oh. Hey Archie Luxury fans, if you're into luxury, then you gotta be into 66 Buick Rivieras. Check out my son and I, Alex, as we restore this beautiful 66 Buick. Neighbors are having a picnic, you know, having fun and stuff. Me, I'm doing cars. It's what I've done my whole life.
David SW. Who does Archie Luxury recommend is the greatest grey market dealer in America? There's only one choice, David SW. That's right, guys. I've got to tell you the honest truth. I have, for a long time, been looking for the the perfect answer. Who do I recommend people go to see? Who do I recommend that people can go and buy watches? And I've got to be honest with you, the greatest pre-owned dealer for Rolex, Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet is David SW. David SW. David SW. DavidSW.com. That's right, guys. I have been looking for a contact who I can very nicely refer people to. I am not in the selling business. Customer service, I'm too old to sell watches. I'm too old. I like to recommend my viewers to a reliable source. In Australia, I've got some great sources. There's Sydney Watch Exchange with Cove, Ronnie at Vintage Watch Co, Shani at European Watch Gallery. And in America, who is the best source for pre-owned Rolex? For all the hot models? There's only one person I would recommend, David SW. David SW, David SW. That is the premier source for pre-owned Rolex. I gotta be completely frank and honest with you. Guys, if you are looking for a hot Rolex model, there is only one place you can go to. David SW. David SW. David SW. Let's be honest, guys. There's no point schmoozing the dealers, the ADs. They're just a waste of time. Unless you're going to buy 20 pieces, you are wasting your time. What you're better off to do is pay the market premium and go to a good pre-owned dealer. Who do I recommend? David SW. David SW. David SW. That's correct, guys. I want to tell you this now. I 100% stand behind David SW. David SW, the greatest pre-owned dealer in the entire United States of America. That's right, the greatest pre-owned dealer for Rolex, for Patek Philippe, for Audemars Piguet, David SW. He even does things like FP Journe. David SW, David SW, David SW. That's right. If you want to buy a pre-owned Rolex, a Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, there's only one good source I would recommend. David SW, David SW, David SW. I'm Paul Pluta, the method actor who plays Archibald Chesterfield III, and I'm proud to recommend David SW. See you later. Thank you for watching this channel.